Sì, tantissimi anni fa ho iniziato, ma praticamente cantavo e suonavo, e scrivevo anche musiche e anche testi.
A long time ago, it's about 40 years ago, I guess, he started to play the guitar and singing in the same time. So it all began in 40 years ago.
All right. 40 years ago, you said. Did I get that right?
Yes,
Okay.
40 years ago.
40. Oh, okay, that's great.
He looks
But
young.
did
Not.
I know. He doesn't look like a day over 21. Well, did you have any musical people in the family? Parents or cousins?
No, assolutamente
no, nothing. It all began maybe because he listened too much music. So he had this passion for the guitar. You know, George Benson, and
Okay.
Pat McGee, and in this way he began to play.
Okay. Did he have any? I mean, which instruments did he pick up first? Was it just the guitar, or did you pick up any other ones?
No, direttamente la chitarra.
No,
Prima la chitarra. Poi ho suonato un po' il pianoforte. Ho studiato un po' di piano.
He studied a little bit of piano, but the important instrument was the guitar.
Okay. And did you go to a formal school to learn it, or were you self-taught?
No, autodidatta.
All by himself.
Ed alcuni maestri importanti ho studiato.
He studied with
just a couple of teachers.
Some teachers here on the zone.
Right. Okay. Did you didn't play in school? No. Like a school band or anything like that?
Scuola di musica, no.
The music school, of course.
Oh, just music.
No,
not like.
No. He didn't go to school. He only began by himself and a few teachers.
And what were your early influences? I mean, I read somewhere that West Montgomery was one of your influences. And who else sort of like inspired you to play guitar?
George Benson.
West Montgomery.
Mm-hmm. Who else? Was there anyone else?
No.
Joe Pass, anche Joe Pass.
Joe Pass, okay, right, okay.
Quelli sono
and then how? Sorry?
These have been his teachers.
All right, okay. Right, okay. And when did you form your first band? I mean, or when did you get into your first band? How old were you at the time?
Nel 1983.
In 83, he started forming groups. 1983.
1983. But the current Grondona band is 1987, I guess, wasn't it?
Sì, Maurizio Grondona Group è partito nel 1987 con l'esordio discografico.
1983, he began with Maurizio Grondona Group, 1987, and in 87, he published the first record.
1987 was the first record. Okay, right. And how did you? I mean, what made you choose smooth jazz over traditional jazz, or were you playing both at the same time? Because your jazz is a bit more funky than the old traditional jazz.
It has been an evolution from the traditional jazz, and when we played in the time, it transferred in smooth jazz.
E anche per me è importante l'urban jazz. che ho scoperto attraverso un grande che dei grandi, Robert Glasper per esempio.
He's been even influenced by Robert Glasper, playing urban jazz. This is the ultimate, I guess, 10 years that we hear this type of new music, and we have some ideas about this music.
So that was what influenced the decision to go into urban jazz, was it?
Yes, but it all happened because you hear, you go to concerts and hear this new way to play the instrument, new ideas, and you can stop and think what's happening in the music. So you try to understand. You want to understand what's happening, and we begin to play this type of music. We try to play this music.
Okay.
Yes, but something I can add is like he's always been open to new sounds and contaminations and influences. So that's why he started with traditional jazz, then he moved to soul music in general, and then was so influenced by the new wave of urban jazz, Robert Glasper, this kind of stuff, Chris Dave, and with massive influence of rap music as well. So he's always been interested in new sounds, so always going to concerts and just opening his mind to new things.
So his music is a hybrid of all sorts of kind of music, like very eclectic, basically, is it?
Yes, it's very flexible.
Okay. So he doesn't like being pigeonholed into a particular type of genre.
No,
that's right.
No,
okay. Right. We do have a video that we're going to show of one of his performances, which is it's called "Looking at the Sea." So yeah, if I can get the technical guys to share it so we can all enjoy and see how he does it. Brilliant, brilliant. Well done. Lovely stuff. That's Looking at the Sea from 2019, I think it was. Do you want to tell us about it and how you gave it its name and how what inspired you to do that song?
Diciamo che i brani non sono stati ispirati da nessun artista in particolare. È la mia vena artistica che ormai mi porta a suonare in un certo modo, a scrivere in un certo modo. Il titolo Looking at the Sea è legato alla presenza del mare nella nostra città di Bari, per cui abbiamo sempre un occhio di riguardo per il mare.
What he says that the song is not been done casually. The title of the song is because we live on the sea. And the sea, it's always in our hearts here, and for us, it's a big pleasure living in this place.
Did Barry have anything to do with it because it's a seaside town?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very important seaside town.
Yeah. I take it that
the most important thing we have in our city. So we are so attached to it, and all the food and all the joys is from the sea. So that this album is inspired by looking, being on the seafront and looking at the sea, and this is where the inspiration is from.
All right, excellent. That's great. Yeah, I'm sure you have lovely seafood out there. So I think somebody's actually put that in the
beautiful
in the chat. Italians are well known for your lovely cuisines, and I take it because you're from a seaside town, seafood will be one of the top type of cuisines that you'd love.
It's all about the fish.
It's all about the fish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Raw
Great.
fish.
Raw fish. Okay. Lovely stuff. Now, that 2019 song was on an album. What was the album called?
Looking at the Sea. That's the title.
Oh, the actual album. It was okay. Actual album. Okay. And which was his favorite track and why on that album?
Qual è la tua traccia preferita? Perché?
Looking at the Sea è forse la preferita, ma la più significativa è Optimistic, perché ha tutta una serie di elaborazioni armoniche. Optimistic.
He was talking about Optimistic. It's one of the songs on the albums. On the album.
Oh, Optimistic is the one that's
because it's
I think Optimistic is that a cover from the Sounds of Blackness one?
Yes, yeah. That's right.
Sounds of Blackness.
That we are inspired on this type of the playing.
But Sounds of Blackness, yeah. And I think you added sort of a different type of vibe to it as well to make it more vibrant. With the
yes, definitely try to make it your his own version, obviously. So with of influences involved, like we said, urban rap, but also Mediterranean jazz as well, which is one of the main elements in his music.
Mediterranean jazz is that a hybrid of old jazz plus urban jazz, or what makes it stand out? What makes it different? What would you say?
It's very hard to identify it. Is a feeling. It's not. You cannot find it anywhere, but you can feel it because it's quite laid back. Like we are from the south, everything is sunny, slow. You have siesta in the afternoon, so yeah, that's why we can call it Mediterranean jazz because it's very chilled.
La cosa che vorrei dire è che praticamente quest'album, l'ultimo album, racchiude un po' tutte le esperienze che abbiamo fatto con la band Maurizio Grondona Group in tutti questi anni e raccogliere il frutto di anni di lavoro, di ricerca nel jazz, nell'urban jazz, nel soul. E questo è l'album che a mio modo di vedere rappresenta questo nostro sforzo, questa ricerca che Dave, Giuseppe e Nicky abbiamo fatto per ottenere questo risultato.
Yeah, so basically this latest album is a reflection of, you know, years of experience of research,
Yeah.
trying to find new sounds, and, you know, it's all about evolution. And that was probably for him was the tipping point, was the apex. He reached this apex with all those influences he wanted to share with the audience.
With the audience, okay. Because he started in 1987, which is probably about 34 years ago now, I think. Yeah, if my math is right. Yeah, and I think in that time you've had how many albums?
14 before this one. Yeah.
1987.
This again, he started.
How many albums have you made since then?
Yeah, 14.
14 albums.
Yeah.
In that time. And which one would you say is the best and why?
Who is the latest?
Which one do you?
Cosa dice? Sì, si dice effettivamente sempre così, però effettivamente per me è il migliore.
Yeah, we always say this, but it's actually, yeah, for us, not just for him, the latest one is the best.
Yeah, it's a trick question actually, because I remember there was a famous architect that was asked once, you know, you've had such a very extensive career and you've done loads of buildings, which is your favorite? And he goes, the next one.
Of course.
Optimistic is a fantastic song. You know, originally done by the Sounds of Blackness. I'm sure a lot of people would remember from way back then. It's a song that inspires. It's one of my favorites as well. And I think your dad has done a fantastic job with it. We have it here that we want to share with our audience so that they can enjoy what is on offer. It's a fantastic song, and there's a lot of good choreography in the video as well. Can our technical guys take it away, and let's have Optimistic.
forse enorme, ma te la cavi tutte le volte. Ti basterà essere te stesso, è ancora lungo il cammino. So che a volte qui è un casino, e quel che ti cacci se ci rifletti non dai la colpa al destino. Non perderti d'animo mai, ce la farai se ci crederai. Be optimistic, metti tutto te stesso in ogni cosa che fai. Ce la farai se ci crederai. Be optimistic. Come non perdere la magia, mantenere viva l'alchimia. Il trucco brother lo sai, guarda sempre in alto, tieni il mento su mentre precipitiamo perditi in questo blu. Non chiederti mai come mai, smetti di ripeterti perché sembra a me, anche quando una via d'uscita non c'è. Tanto come andrà non lo sai, you gotta keep. Andrà tutto a posto, te lo prometto. Goditi ogni tuo difetto, mantieni vive le radici in tutto quello che fai. Ce la farai se ci crederai. Be optimistic, metti tutto te stesso in ogni cosa che fai. Ce la farai se ci crederai. Be optimistic, ce la farai se ci crederai. Be optimistic. Ce la farai se ci crederai.
Another awesome song from Maurizio Grondona. Fantastic, well done, well done. That's excellent. I particularly like, the versatility of your music. You're not afraid to explore different areas, and just weaving all those different elements together. You do it so brilliantly. In that video, we could see the build up, from a very low tempo, mid tempo, up tempo, and everything all coming together very well, very, very well.
Thank you.
It's not the sort of thing you come across every day, and you've got to be a master musician to actually put that together.
Thank you.
Tell us a bit about how you decided to use the rap concept with the jazz. Okay. And choreography, everything just came together in that video. I think it was shot. Where was it shot as well? Where did you shoot that video?
Sì, praticamente negli States quel video è stato girato, innanzitutto. Poi unire il rap soul di Tormento, che è l'artista che ha realizzato con noi la produzione, per me è fondamentale, perché il rap ha un senso ritmico pari a quello della chitarra jazz, della batteria, del basso suonato in una certa maniera, per cui avere il suo rap era fondamentale, perché dava un senso ritmico in più al brano.
Yeah, so it's basically the way he treats rap is the same way as he would have a guitarist with him, having the same kind of rhythmic tension. So he uses rap as an instrument, basically. He likes the rhythm of it. And he started to use rap a long time ago. I think the first album we released with a rap on it was year 2000, I think. Yeah, or 1999, actually.
1999, okay. That was the first time he used rap on his songs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sì, un'esperienza che già ho fatto con con il rap, appunto. Già diversi anni fa ho fatto album con sempre Tormento e anche qualche altro rap. Per me è fondamentale miscelare queste atmosfere.
Yeah, Tormento is the main guy, the guy who usually calls when it comes to those collaborations. Tormento used to be one of the big names in the 90s in Italy. He's a double platinum rapper. So it was very massive back in the 90s. And so that was the main collaboration. But you also use other rappers. You worked with other rappers as well.
Okay, excellent. That's great. Yeah, I also wanted to find out, are there any ones that he'd like, any musicians, either rap artists or smooth jazz musicians that he'd love to collaborate with on future projects? Anyone that he's sort of admires that he really particularly likes?
Vabbè, ce ne sono tantissimi. Mi piacerebbe collaborare con un trombettista, è un suono che mi affascina e che non ho mai utilizzato in tutti i miei album. I nomi ne posso fare tanti, però faremo un'esperienza prossima probabilmente, però mi piacerebbe collaborare con un trombettista.
And yeah, a trumpet player would be the next choice for him. Yeah, we never had a trumpet player with us, with the band, so it's probably be the next thing to do, having a trumpet player. In terms of names, it doesn't know, is open.
He's open. Okay. Yeah, the reason why I asked that question is because he actually does a lot of nice covers of some nice sort of like soul R&B tunes. I think he's done Alexander O'Neill's "If You Were Here Tonight." He's also done "Yearning for Your Love," which is a Gap Band song, which was a big hit back in the day. I think we might have a video for that just before we leave this tonight. Yeah, and quite a number of those. So I was thinking that maybe he had any of these superstars or any people that he actually looked up to, and that's why I asked that question. We can't hear you. I think you're muted, Giuseppe.
Yeah,
Giuseppe.
I was translating.
All right. Okay.
All
right. Okay.
No, that's why I muted myself.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Ce ne sono tanti in cui vorrei suonare, però sono troppo importanti per noi, non me ne viene nessuno perché sono tantissime le persone, gli artisti con cui vorrei collaborare. Qualche cantante R&B in particolare, non me ne viene in mente nessuno.
I have one. Leila Hathaway is probably one of the names.
Vabbè, sì, ma non l'ho citata perché è troppo avanti.
It's quite hard.
La Hathaway, sì, sicuramente, quella sì. La Hathaway è un trombettista e saremo ok.
Yeah, and maybe also Robert Glasper, but big names.
Yeah. Now, I just want to talk about the band a bit. He started in '87 with his band, the Maurizio Grondona group. You're a member of that band. I don't think you started with him. But tell us a bit about the band, the composition, the personnel, etc., and sort of concerts or festivals that you've been, because I know that you've been to some quite interesting jazz festivals.
Yeah, so I was too young when he started, and
yeah, because you're the drummer, aren't you?
Again?
You're the drummer for the band.
Yes, I'm the drummer for the band, and also help with compositions and arrangements. And yeah, when in 1987 I was 8, so yeah, I couldn't play with him. I joined him like mid 90s, late 90s, and when I was like 16, 17, and we've been playing together ever since. So yeah, always been a part of the band, and he had loads of big names, Italian names, and especially Italian Bari-based musicians. And Nicky is another important element of the band. We've been playing together since Nicky, correct me if I'm wrong.
1990.
90s, yeah, beginning of early 90s.
Yeah. Okay. Who else is it? I think you've got a pianist, a keyboard player in the band.
Yeah, the guy on the album, Looking at the Sea, the pianist is Dave Browning, which is not a pianist, is a drummer.
Oh, okay, right,
Yeah,
okay.
he's one of my former students. I teach in a university, yes, and now he's my colleague at uni. But he plays bass, guitar, keyboard, and is mainly a drummer. But he plays piano, like, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So was it your dad that got you into music?
Yes, of course. I remember when he used to rehearse at home, and in that flat, actually, it was in that specific flat, is on the fifth floor, and playing live with percussions, uh, mic'd saxophone. So I remember having police every couple of days, around knocking our door to ask to turn down the volume. But that's why I started, because I was always around, and I had the chance to get into the room and choosing the instrument. And obviously, a kid would choose a drums.
Yeah. And did you have any other siblings that played music as well, or just you?
In the family, you mean?
Yeah.
No, just me and him.
Just you and him. Okay, great. Because obviously your dad has influenced your music and the way you do things. You've played for quite a number of bands as well, and you're also a teacher as well, like you mentioned. Where are you teaching at, and what do you teach?
I teach at BIM London. Sounds like your
BIM,
name.
just like my name.
But with double M. Yeah, British and Irish Modern Music University.
Okay.
And it's based in Fulham. This particular branch is based in Fulham, and there are other colleges around in Birmingham, Brighton, Manchester, Dublin, Berlin. So it's a big university. It's probably the biggest one in Europe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And the London branch is based in Fulham.
Right. That's great stuff. Okay. Can I just ask whether there's anyone on the forum that wants to ask a question personally? If anybody wants to raise their hand to ask a question.
Ripetimi, Giuseppe.
Do we have anybody on the forum? Technical guys, can you look and see whether there's anyone that wants to ask a question directly?
Yes, very good.
Okay. Bio's there. Okay, Bio, go ahead.
Oh, I just wanted to find out from Giuseppe what it's like playing with your dad. Is it tough on you? Is he easy to play with?
Actually, it's all the way around. I'm tough on him. Yeah, because I'm quite demanding, and I want to sound good, and I know he wants to, but is the opposite most of the time. Is me asking him to study different parts, or trying to push harder, or to have an extra rehearsal hour, because we need to be prepared.
That's cool. Then I don't know very much about the jazz scene in Italy. Is it big? Is smooth jazz big? Do people prefer traditional jazz? Is there such a thing as Italian jazz?
Yeah, the jazz scene is quite big, but is you can compare jazz scene to classical music in Italy. So it's the posh music. Yeah, and now we have big names, really fantastic musicians, but it's all about classic jazz. All about classic jazz. Smooth jazz is not that big, but yeah, we have few good things around, and some cities like Naples, Rome, and Milan, and obviously with us in Bari, we try to push this sound, because it's something, it's different than classic jazz, especially for the attitude we have while we are playing this music. It's about having fun. It's about sharing feelings. It's not about showing chops and stuff like that.
But is there an effort to sort of put an Italian influence into the jazz at all, or is it just basically playing jazz the way it's played in America and the rest of the world?
The traditional Italian music is not so cool, in my opinion. And we
I
don't
disagree.
okay, of course, it's very rhythmic, especially from the south, where we are from. But is no, we grew up listening to certain artists and music. That was our main influence when we started. So we are not so close to folk Italian music, and so we don't see any possible interactions and influences in our music. We respect that because it's a part of our heritage and roots, but we are not so close to it.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
Thanks very much.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I think
You and your dad look very cool, by the way. I don't know how he manages to still look like a young guy. I don't know.
Yeah, I will tell him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maurizio turned 60 last year, wasn't it?
No way.
Yep. He turned 60 last year. But
Grazie, thank you.
He's looking great. He's looking great. Yeah, I think we'll just take the last video now. This is the LA, live in LA one. Can we have that shared, please? The tech guys, please. Thank you.
Starting things off, the Maurizio Grondona group with the Night Vibe. Now, they're based in Italy, but they are currently on the smoothjazz.com chart with Yearning for Your Love. You've got Maurizio, Paolo, Giuseppe, and Nicky, and yes!
Ok, va bene.
Great stuff. Great stuff. Excellent. 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 I particularly like Yearning for Your Love. I mean, it's fantastic by Charlie Wilson and the Gap Band. And you did that cover brilliantly. Fantastic.
Thanks.
Yeah. We'll soon be coming to the end of the interview. I just wanted to find out when next. I saw you the last time you came to London, which was somewhere in East London, somewhere. It was in a jazz club, and you blew us away that night. And I'm sure we'd love to see you again. Hopefully, when this pandemic is over. But are there any plans? What are your future plans? In terms of concerts, in terms of albums, etc. You want to tell us what you have?
Obviously now it's all blocked. So no gigs at the moment.
Yeah.
Nothing is planned at the moment. So let's see how it goes for the next couple of months. But we need to move back, to live music, and we are missing this so much. And hopefully, at the end of this madness, we'll be back in London. Actually, I'm already in London.
You're in London, yeah.
Yeah, having them here in London very soon. Hopefully, like when everything is gonna be over, would be brilliant.
Sure.
Yeah, last time we played here was a year ago. I think was Valentine's Day.
It was Valentine's Day last year. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
but
are there?
Beams, DJ Sapphire and Gbadebo would like a word in before you round up the interview. So please.
Oh well, okay, all right. I shall call on them in a minute. Yes. Yes. Are there any albums in the offing? Are you doing anything in the background? I mean, during the lockdown, is there anything planned, or are you what are you working on? I mean, how do you occupy your time basically during this lockdown?
Sì, purtroppo concerti non se ne fanno per il lockdown, ma sto lavorando molto con produzioni. L'ultima è stata quella Optimistic con Tormento, che è uscita a gennaio. E adesso sto lavorando con una collection, un collettivo praticamente di jazzisti italiani, anche molto importanti. E ho avuto il compito di registrare delle chitarre su alcuni brani famosi. Per cui a livello di registrazione, di produzione sto lavorando.
Yeah, it's all about producing music right now. So he's producing, so he's recording, and he's collaborating with other collective of smooth jazz artists in Italy.
Okay.
Who is recording some guitars, and that also Optimistic, the version with the rap on it was released a month ago, so it's a fresh one, and he did this collaboration like during the lockdown. So this is how he spends most of his time, is collaborating, recording. Fortunately, we have a fantastic recording studio, like 5 minutes walk from where they are based, so they can go there to the studio and record, which is brilliant.
Oh, that's great. That's great stuff. Okay, I'll call on DJ Sapphire, who in fact, I met you guys through her. She's a friend of the family, as it were, the Naija Smooth Jazz family. And in fact, she was our guest DJ last week when we had Yasmin Gent as our guest artist. And she'd like to ask a question. over to
Hello.
you.
Hi, guys.
Well-
How are you doing?
Good, you. How are
Oh,
you?
Melanie.
I'm very well, Maurizio,
Oh, Melanie.
Hello,
Nicky, and Giuseppe. So wonderful to
You're
see
welcome.
you guys here. The last time I did see you was at my Smooth Jazz Lounge on Valentine's Day, which was incredible. My question to you all, though, which is your favorite place to perform?
Sei la nostra madrina, Melanie. Luci, Giuseppe.
Yeah, you are a part of the family, Melanie. Yeah, I'm translating.
Di Londra. Il primo non si scorda mai.
Yeah, the first place is is always the best. You know, when we played in Tottenham at your venue,
E
yeah,
il Vortex.
and in Vortex. Vortex was fantastic as well.
No, you don't have to feel you have to say my venues, but I do appreciate that.
Yeah, I know it wasn't your venue, but you know where you invited us.
Yeah, but it was amazing to have you guys over. You know, flying over from Italy to Tottenham to perform was just incredible, and I really do appreciate it. And hopefully, you will see me next in Italy. Hopefully, real soon.
Fingers crossed.
Yes, but we shall speak about that real soon, okay?
No worries.
Love to you all.
Kisses. Bye, Melanie.
Bye.
Bye bye.
All right, excellent. Thank you so much. I think Badebo is on there as well. He wants to ask a question.
Buonasera a tutti.
Buonasera.
Ciao, buonasera.
Ciao, ciao. I'll switch to English. My wife is Italian, so I've been trying to translate as quickly as possible in English to everybody to try and get the feel of what you're saying. Maurizio, I love your playing on the Ibanez. The moment you started playing, I knew you were playing an Ibanez. Do you have a collection of Ibanez guitars? Nobody plays them like this anymore. George Benson used to a long time ago, but then he started fooling around.
Grazie, thank you.
Have you got a great collection of Ibanezes then? I saw one in one of the videos.
Io devo far vedere, Giuseppe.
Vostro citare sono tutti Ibanez.
Most of them are Ibanez. No, it's showing some of them.
Okay, they're beautiful. There was one he was playing, that one. It's beautiful. Look at the fretwork on it and the pearls and stuff on it.
This is the George Benson model.
This is the George Benson model. It's beautiful and it has an incredible sound. The moment he started playing, I knew it was the same guitar. I could tell from the sound because I've got a lot of old George Benson vinyl. So I just know that sound.
Yeah, yeah. And also as the first signature model.
Yes, yes.
This one.
It's quite, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Keep that. You must have good insurance in your studio. Those are valuable guitars, beautiful.
Yeah, and yeah, mainly are those Ibanez.
They're old ones.
Yeah, they are old ones.
These are old ones. They don't make them like this now.
No, not the latest one. It was showing. I think it's out of production. And
no, they've stopped making some of those ones.
Yeah.
Because I've looked for people who play those kind of guitars because it has a particular sound.
Yeah.
And you don't get that sound anymore.
No.
You don't hear it on any records. It's beautiful. Really, really nice soft sound.
Is around
1980.
Yes, probably 1980. They're old now.
One of the first.
Yeah. Fantastic. I've had a great evening. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Badebo, you should have told us before that you speak Italian. You would have done the interview.
No. I just dabble in the background. I have no choice. I've been married to an Italian woman for 26 years. So I have no choice. La mia moglie è italiana.
Di dove?
A Milano.
Milano.
Sì.
Milano, sì. Ok.
Wow.
Anche la mia suocera vive ancora in centro Milano.
La suocera abita a Milano.
Sì.
That's enough now. You're showing off now.
Ciao.
Ciao, grazie.
Okay, thank you. It's been so great having you guys on the show. Where will we be able to get any links, Twitter page or Facebook? I mean, let people know where we can get hold of your music and videos and whatever.
Su Facebook la pagina Maurizio Grondona, sulla pagina Maurizio Grondona Group, sempre su Facebook. No, Twitter, su Facebook in particolar modo.
Facebook. And
poi su YouTube quando produco nuovi video.
yeah, and there's also has a YouTube channel, so he normally uploads, videos and contents on a YouTube channel, but mainly on his Facebook page or Maurizio Grondona group page on Facebook.
Okay, right. So yeah, we'll probably put that in the chat room so that everybody can, people can check you out, and Spotify and all the other bits and pieces, and because I'm sure you've gained lots of new fans here tonight. Not many people know any Italian smooth jazz artists, and this is a revelation for us. Well done.
Thank you.
I'm so grateful for you guys coming on the show. Thank you so much for everything. Grazie per essere venuta.
We appreciate it.
Venuta. All right. And God bless. Yeah.
Thank you, and happy Mother's Day. Even though it's not Mother's Day in Italy, but I know he's here. So happy Mother's Day to all the lovely moms.
Oh yes.
Giuseppe, perdonami, se è finita, vabbè, ok. Lo ringrazio molto per quello che ha fatto.
He's thanking you so much for us.
Oh yeah. It's a pleasure. Our pleasure. We'll definitely have you guys some other time, maybe after the lockdown, yeah?
Of course.
Take care.
Ci vediamo a Londra.
Yes, in London. Let's see in London.
Yeah. Anytime you're in London, definitely. All right, take care.
I no go forget you for the suffer where you suffer for me. Sweet mother, I no go forget you for the suffer where you suffer for me. When I dey cry, my mother go carry me. She go say, my pikin, wetin you dey cry, yo. Stop, make you no cry again, oh. When I want sleep, my mother go bed me. She go lie me well for bed. She cover me cloth, say make you sleep, my pikin, oh. My mother go run up and down. They find me something when I go job. Oh. Sweet mother, oh, son of my sweet mother. When I get sick, my mother go cry. She go say instead when I go down, make she die. Oh. She go beg God. God help me, my pikin. Oh, my mother. If I no sleep, my mother no go sleep. If I no chop, my mother no go chop. She no dey tire, sweet mother. I no go forget the summer where you suffer for me, yeah. Sweet mother. Suffer, you suffer for me. And if I should forget you, therefore I forget my life. The air I breathe in. Yeah, so. you for the suffer where you suffer for me. Yeah. When I dey cry, my mother go carry me. She go say, my pikin, wetin you dey cry? Yeah, yeah. Stop, 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 stop. Make you no cry again. Oh, oh my mother, oh sorry. When I want sleep, my mother go beg me. She go lie me well, well for bed. Oh. She cover me cloth, say make you sleep, 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 my pikin. Oh. When I dey hungry, my mother go run up and down. She dey find me something when I go chop. Oh. Sweet mother, eh, sweet mother. Oh, hey. When I dey sick, my mother go cry, cry, cry. She go say instead when I go down, make she die. Oh. She go beg God, God help me, my pikin. Oh. If I no sleep, my mother no go sleep. If I no chop, my mother no go chop. She no dey tire.